Hi team, I am extremely honored that Alex asked me to pop on to provide some tips on recruiting and duplicating. My name is Kristen Jones and I'm a Premier Level 5 Lexus Achiever as of January 2017. I've been in the business for 4 years, have 15 years of marketing and PR experience on the agency side, and I'm currently a stay-at-home mom of 3 kids who are 6, 4, and 2. Now, I want to provide you with some examples and tips on prospecting. For me, I really experienced a big boost in my business at my 1-year mark when I got out of my own way. And I really stepped outside of my comfort zone because I was truly in my own way. I was making excuses for myself and making excuses for why people might not want to join me in business. I completely did myself a disservice and my business a disservice. Now, that doesn't mean that we need to be overly aggressive, that we need to be salesy or pushy. For me, my growth has been organic and I've stayed true to me. But I'm also not going to sugarcoat it for you either. It takes work. You have to work this business and put in the time to reap the benefits. You have to start looking for opportunities and prospects versus sitting back and waiting for them to come to you after you post on Facebook once a week. You can't depend on your network tools solely. You have to seek out people and opportunities to be creative and to listen. So listen, 2 things must happen in order for you to be successful in this business. You have to develop a daily action plan and you have to stick to it. And you have to do it for 21 days, a minimum of 21 days. Studies prove that 21 days is what it takes to develop a new habit. And developing new habits are what will create the pattern in your businesses to take it to the next level. So who's ready to commit for the next 21 days? All right, now let's get started. The key word here is social, being social. Social media is not one-sided. It's not just about posting about your life or your story. It's not all about you. It's about engagement. It's about relationship building. And the entire concept of social has changed and we're no longer limited, obviously, as you know, by our geographical location. And those that we think are our friends often expands well outside to people we've actually never really met before or met in person, but we see each and every day online. For example, there's Facebook. It's an amazing venue to prospect, but it's not the only venue. So don't depend solely on all of your friends who are or might be silently watching you to come out of the woodwork all by themselves and join your team. You have to work it in a smart and effective way. You have to be active and pay attention to what others are posting. Facebook is not about posting and sitting back. Did you know that 5 new profiles are created every 5 seconds on Facebook? What this means is that each day you should have on your daily checklist to reach out to at least 10 people that you've never spoken to before, engage with at least 10 people that you already know. And reaching out to these 10 people doesn't mean spamming them with all your information or even cutting and pasting a message that you're sending and blasting out to everybody. But you have to be genuine and find out how the people in your network are doing, what they do, how they do, if they're struggling. Use this information to determine how you can help them. For example, for a real life example, a friend of mine, and I use the friend loosely, we went to high school together, posted on Facebook the other day. She's never once commented on any RNF posts. She's never asked me about the business or showed interest about the company. And you know what? In 4 years, I never even reached out to her. But I've been commenting on her posts. I've been keeping our activity level up because she has a lot of friends and who knows, right? Well, a week ago, she posted about how sad she is about going back to work after maternity leave. And that would be easier to go back to work if she really liked her job. Ding ding, I immediately PM'd her about the business, but I kept it casual too. Here's what I said. I'm so sorry about leaving your sweet little baby girl. I did the same with Finn when I went back to work and was completely heartbroken every day. I ended up quitting my job after 3 months too, much of my husband's dismay given the financial burden it put on us. But I was lucky enough to have found RNF when I did. Now home with my 3 kids, I work from home around my family's schedule on my time, and I'm contributing significantly to our financial situation. I love to share more info. No pressure or obligation, of course, just an opportunity to hear what RNF is all about and how amazing this opportunity has truly been for me. What do you think? And she got back to me immediately, saying that she's been watching and has been contemplating reaching out to me to find out more about RNF. We scheduled a coffee date. Here you go. So the key is listening to people. I have another business partner who, again, via Facebook, expressed interest in products, but after talking about the overall investment and opportunity, she signed on versus spending $400 on products. So regardless of how you're getting in contact with these people, it's about listening to their lives and what their needs are. Okay, so let's talk about lifestyle networking. Given that I am a stay-at-home mom now, I have to make a conscious effort to be active with my kids. Go to play dates, story hour, the park, meet new people, whatever it is. And expanding my network isn't just for my kids or for my sanity anymore. It's really about my business. Granted, I've met some really amazing friends, but I've also created a lot of business opportunities. So, for example, a trip to the mall presented me the opportunity to chat with another mom of 3 who was eating alone with her kids in the food court just like I was. Of course, I jumped at the opportunity to chat her up because we both have 3 kids. I find out that she's home with her 3 but used to work in the school system as a speech therapist. Her husband works a lot, yada yada. There was my opening. We chatted by phone that week about the business. She even attended a biz op and is now a loyal preferred customer who is extremely interested in the business. And again, goes back to creating those opportunities for yourself and listening to people as they're sharing their story, which for me has been key to my success with RNF. Yes, I quasi-approached a stranger in the mall, true, but I also found something that we had in common to strike up that conversation and possibly an opportunity or an opening to share more about Rodan Fields with her. Now, you think this is a no-brainer, but let's talk about it. Utilizing our products. I have met a business partner who joined me in business because I simply gave her a sample. 6 months prior to joining me, a college friend reached out to her about the business. At that time, my friend and my now partner wasn't ready or interested in the business. But when I met her at a Pampered Chef party, I found out that she was a stay-at-home mom. She was a product skincare junkie. I got her address because I know, woe is me, I actually didn't have a mini facial on me at the time. But I sent her a mini facial and she fell in love with the microderm paste. Listen, she had already been reached out to from an old high school friend out in Colorado to talk to her about the business. She never talked to her about products and never offered to send her a sample. I gave her a sample. Right before she signed up as a PC, I asked her about the business and her interest in joining me. And now I can say that she is my business partner and she has one of the highest PSQVs on my team every month consistently. All right, an untapped market, social tool, LinkedIn people. People who are on LinkedIn do it because they're looking for business opportunities. That's right, they're looking for connections to network, to either keep their eyes open for a new job or even open to make a little side income. These people are your prime target. There are over 350 million users on LinkedIn, 107 million alone in the US. 40% of those users check LinkedIn every single day. There are 1.5 million LinkedIn groups. 1 out of every 3 professionals on the planet are on LinkedIn. And professionals are typically the most socially connected to higher quality people, which is what we look for. I always tell my team, listen, I prospect up. I want to prospect people that are smarter than me, work harder than me, more creative than I am, have, savvier in business. We're prospecting up. That's the great way to use LinkedIn to prospect up. These people are connected to other professionals, business owners, and influential people. You don't need too many connected professionals on your team to seriously do some crazy damage to find that gold brick. You just need one. So start utilizing LinkedIn. If you've not done so already, create a LinkedIn profile. Use your first name and your last name and a professional picture. It's really, really easy. You even can help starting get some traction. There's what's called LinkedIn's Find Connections feature, and that connects to your emails to find out people that are on LinkedIn that you already know. But you also don't want to rush through your profile information. Be smart about it. It's an opportunity to sell yourself and shine. Take your time. Include any associations you're connected to or achievements or projects. All your professional background and history. Spend time on daily reach outs to new people and searching for those who are a good fit for your business. As I said, I like to recruit up. As people accept your connection request, thank them and tell them a little bit about yourself. Ask them about them. Create posts daily. Give valuable content. This will help you with building a following. As I mentioned, there's a lot of groups on LinkedIn. Use groups to connect with those who may need what you have. It could be a direct selling group. It could be a work at home moms group. It could be a group because you're in pharma sales and you want to be connected to sales groups. It could be a marketing and PR group, whatever it is, find those groups. Request recommendations from those with whom you've worked with in the past too. Recommendations are key. These increase your credibility with potential prospects and potential business partners. They want to know that you are, highly qualified and that you have a great background and you're professional and you're savvy. And you have a really good referral base too. You can actually even do an advanced search and a premium LinkedIn it's a premium LinkedIn feature, and you can actually connect with specific demographics. So think about this. It's a free 30-day trial, and then it's a paid service, but it's worth it. So if you're looking for anyone, say you're looking for people in pharma sales, you can do an advanced search for just people in pharmaceutical sales. And you can actually contact those people directly without even being linked to them, without even being friends with them. Because right now, for you to send anybody a message on LinkedIn with just a regular LinkedIn profile, you have to friend them first, they have to accept it, and then you can send them a message. You can actually send people messages who you aren't linked in with yet. I will say, anybody that you send a message to, you should request to be connected to them, and you should send them a message thanking them for their friendship. But this is a really great way to do advanced searches on different type of demographics and in different locations. All right, especially since we're going global. I mean, it's a great way to connect with some Aussies. All right, now YouTube. Who has a YouTube account? Because if you don't, set one up immediately. I mean, we are all about videos, right? Facebook Live and tutorials, all of these things and all these videos that you're making, put them on YouTube. Remember, people join people and not necessarily the companies. They're going to be joining you. It's a great way to showcase who you are and what you're all about. Start doing tutorial videos, tips, or reviews and demonstrations. You need to provide value. I did a training once for an accountability group last summer, and I made it public because then I had to post the video on the group page because it was so long. And I've had, since that time, over 4,000 views on that one video. Imagine I post many more videos and provide more information and value to people, I mean, which I'm going to be doing. Think about this. It's really something to think about for YouTube. It's a really great platform. All right, Twitter. Who's on it? There's nearly 3 million people, Twitter users. That's insane. If you're not on Twitter, give it a try. It's real-time information networking, and it's really all about what's happening in the world right now. We know that President Trump is on Twitter and is tweeting on a regular basis. There's a real opportunity for you to reach potential customers no matter where they are or what they're doing. It's fairly simple. It's a great way to reinforce your message. It's an opportunity to follow your personal team, to your extended network, your preferred customers, your new friends, your old friends, influencers, media. You can use hashtags to organize your conversations. It's really about sharing and being social. So another social media site to think about. And then Instagram. I know I personally need to utilize Instagram a lot more. It's so easy to get on Facebook, but Instagram is a powerful tool that allows you to share your life, your photos with, everybody that's connected to you. People follow you, you follow them. It's about visual storytelling. And isn't our business all visual, right? It's all about being visual in a community. So you follow people back that engage with you, or influencers in our space. You interact with photos and with videos, and of course hashtags. I mean, you can hashtag all day long. I think it's up to like 30 hashtags. I think it's a little overkill, but when you do post about RNF or those before and after photos, hashtag boss babe, hashtag hire yourself. Here are all the big hashtags that people are using with RNF these days. It's the perfect vehicle for before and after photos. And as in any social media network, it's about finding the balance between your personal and your business. You don't want to overcrowd it with all RNF, or people aren't going to follow you and they're not going to care. But if you show who you are, whether it's on Instagram or Twitter or LinkedIn or Facebook, and you brand yourself and you give them a little piece of who you are, they're more likely to engage back with you. So that's it. I hope today was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me anytime. Take care.